Why Kuma's backstory is so important to One Piece. For years, Bartholomew Kuma was one of the biggest mysteries in One Piece. He appeared as a cold, emotionless warlord who followed the world government's orders without question. He barely spoke, showed little emotion, and eventually became a mindless cyborg. Many fans viewed him as a villain or simply a weapon, but the Egghead arc completely changed everything. Kuma's backstory revealed that he was never a villain. In reality, he was one of the most selfless characters in the entire series. His story helps the One Piece storyline in several major ways. First, it exposes the true cruelty of the world government. Through Kuma's life, fans learn about slavery, discrimination, and the suffering of people who were born into the wrong circumstances. His experiences show that the world government is not always the force of justice it claims to be. This adds even more depth to One Piece's central conflict between freedom and oppression. Second, Kuma's story expands the importance of the Revolutionary Army. For years, Monkey D. Dragon and the revolutionaries operated mostly in the background. Kuma's flashback finally shows what they are fighting against and why their mission matters. The Revolutionary Army is no longer just a mysterious organization. It becomes a symbol of hope for people suffering under corrupt systems. Third, Kuma's story gives greater meaning to many events from earlier arcs. Fans finally learn why Kuma protected the Straw Hats. They learn why he saved Monkey D. Luffy at Thriller Bark. They learn why he guarded the Thousand Sunny for 2 years. They learn why he willingly sacrificed his body and mind. What once seemed confusing suddenly makes perfect sense. The biggest emotional impact comes through Kuma's relationship with Jewelry Bonnie. At its core, Kuma's flashback is a story about a father who would do anything for his daughter. Everything he sacrificed, his freedom, his humanity, and ultimately his own life was done so Bonnie could have a future. This transforms Kuma from a mysterious side character into one of the most tragic and heroic figures in this series. His story also strengthens one of One Piece's most important themes. Inherited will. Kuma. Even after losing everything, Kuma's actions continue to inspire others. His kindness survives through Bonnie, the revolutionaries, and the people whose lives he touched. In many ways, Kuma represents the idea that true strength is not power. True strength is sacrifice. By the end of his flashback, fans understand that Kuma was never a monster, a weapon, or a government dog. He was a father, a protector, a revolutionary, and one of the greatest heroes in One Piece. That is why Kuma's backstory is not just emotional, it is essential to the larger story of One Piece.